Sitting here at a Starbucks in the center of Bangkok as the morning rush comes into the building here. You're going to see some beautiful girls as I talk to you about how to date these girls that you're looking at. These are not bar girls, for the most part. You never know if they have a side job. And that business here is obviously enormous, with estimates anywhere from 300,000 to 2.8 million working in the sex industry in Thailand. They don't have an exact figure. From what I've seen in traveling around in different places, I would guesstimate it's probably at least 300,000, if not a little bit more. And that's from what you see walking around, not from what's on the internet. So let's talk about, you're the guy that doesn't want to get involved in that, or you're looking for a real girlfriend that can be just short term, or it can be, hopefully lead into something more serious, or if you're really seeking marriage. Let's talk about those three situations and what you need to know to be successful in dating some of these beautiful Thai girls. Thai culture, therefore, the women are heavily influenced by the Buddhist culture. They truly believe in it, that you need to stay in the moment, not get too high, not get too low, kind of smile in the face of trouble. And it takes a lot to make a Thai person angry. And just like anybody, when you get angry, you're angry. But for them, they want to keep peace. They hate public outbursts or anything that grabs too much attention to them outside. Holding hands is about it for touching. You don't want to ever kiss a Thai woman outside. They'll be completely uncomfortable with that type of touching. Now remember, we're talking about good girls. First thing you have to realize, when you ask a Thai girl to go on a date, she may agree but may want to bring somebody with her. It's very common with girls that are more from the country that they're going to be way more conservative than city girls. And those type of girls from the country will let you know they're from the country so that you know what to expect. Now, if you're going on a date with a city girl, 100% different, right? Turn the car around, you go in the opposite direction. Those girls will go out with you alone. They're much faster to sleep with you, and they're much more westernized. Pretty much almost exactly in a sexual way the same as America or first world countries. But their personality, besides the bedroom stuff, is very different. And those are the things you need to navigate to keep the relationship continuing on. Let's start in the city. In Bangkok or Chiang Mai, some of the big cities, you want to go on a date with one of these city girls. It's important to know a lot of them are financially successful. So they're not looking for your money. They're looking for your companionship or something they like about foreign men. Asian men, including Thai men, have a reputation of dating multiple girls or being married and having another girlfriend on the side. This is very true. So a lot of women that are looking for a relationship where they don't get cheated on like to turn towards foreigners. So please tell the truth when you're in the relationship, no matter what it is. Women have a sixth sense and can tell when men are BSing them. So just tell the truth. Even she asks you, do you think my sister is more beautiful than me? And if you think she is, then you say, yes, she's a little bit more beautiful, but your personality is better for me. And laugh it off. Don't lie and say, no. They know you're lying. So just tell the truth always. Surprisingly, I've had this question more than 2 or 3 times, and I've always told the truth. And they're not expecting me to say that to them. But what happens is it gives them a sense of curiosity. It rattles their confidence. And the next thing you know, they're way more attracted to you after that. Now they're in competition with their sister. So It's a really weird dynamic, but you're taking them on a journey, a book. They don't know where it's going to happen on the next page. So women love that mystery stuff. Now, these women from the city also, although not bar girls and not transactional, they can definitely be into one night stands. A great place, if that's what you want, is to go to the beach cities. They're there on the weekends. And don't meet them at the bar that is like in Pattaya. Don't go to Pattaya. Phuket's a little bit better with normal girls, just going there for the weekend on a trip. But try and meet them like on a boat journey. Go out on one of those boats, party boats for the day. Those type of situations, you're going to run into a lot more normal Thai women that are just there for the weekend having fun. And I can tell you there's something I learned when I was 13 years old. When women get away from their home, they're going to be a lot more promiscuous than when they're near their home. That's why weekend trips away to the beach can be an amazing experience if you're trying to get a woman to sleep with you the first time. She knows she's going on a nice vacation. She knows she's going to be in the hotel room with you. She's already pretty much decided the time she says yes to that she's going to sleep with you. These type of women will also say they'll go 50-50 on the bill with you. I still believe it's a bad decision to do that. Because even though they're working, they're making money, those type of women still appreciate deep down in their DNA a man who feels like they can be safe with. So you say to yourself, well, I don't care. I'm just going to be with her for the weekend. Okay, that's fine. But how about you treat her that way? You go your separate ways. This will happen. A year or two down the road, she's single again. You're single. Guess what? Now you've got a different situation, a different dynamic. Maybe you're more serious at that point. You've had enough of the playing around. She's had enough of the playing around. You really liked her. You didn't get to know her well, but you had chemistry. So when you treat a woman in a manly way and get them to respect you as a man, even though they make money, it's still a positive for you in the future. Life is short, but life is also long. And building good bridges can really turn out to be a positive for your future in dating. Stay tuned at the end. I'm going to talk to you about a book that Thai bar girls read and pass to each other that's supposed to be a secret. And I'll explain what's in that book. It's very interesting and eye-opening and hopefully can save some of you guys if you fall into that trap. I know when you're lonely and they're so good, I'm going to tell you why they're so good. All right, let's get back to the real girls. Now, let's say you meet a country girl. You're outside of the city, or she just came to the city to work. It doesn't really matter. They still have that culture in there. Last time I was there, I met this girl at the hotel I stayed at. She worked at the front desk, and I liked her. She was 32 years old. She was from the countryside. And I asked her, I said, let's go. I didn't ask her. I told you that before. I told her we're going to go out and eat on Saturday night. And she said, got nervous, of course, because I told her we were going out. And she said, I'll text you. And she texted me and she said, okay. And then like an hour before we were supposed to go, she texted me again and she said, I'm nervous. So she said she wanted to bring her father along instead. So I was like, wow, yeah, I think I'm going to have to pass on that. It's not something I want to delve into because I wasn't that serious. I didn't have that strong of feelings for this girl at all. I was just looking more for, let's see, have some fun, see what happens. Not meet the family right away. But that definitely can happen with those country girls. So the great thing about those country girls is they don't sleep around much. So you're going to get somebody that's going to be much more stable and trustworthy as a wife from the countryside. So that's the good side. The bad side is you're expected, especially as a Farang, but even as a Thai man, you're expected to pay a dowry for the wedding and also to help take care of bills along the way for her parents and maybe even her grandparents. Depends on how much money you make, but the more you make, the more that's going to be expected for the family. Now, that's not every family. Some families in the country do have money, but generally, no. Next thing to note about Thai women is their confidence. So when I'm in other countries and you stare at a woman or a girl, 90% of the time they look away in shyness. I can tell you in Thailand, that is maybe 1 out of 10 women in Bangkok, when you stare at them, will turn away. They'll just look straight back in your eyes. They're very confident women. And when they want something, they're just going to come straight out and ask you. And that can be money also. I dated a Thai girl a couple years ago, and we had gotten along. It took us, we had a bumpy start, but we ended up going out, having some fun. And then she turned serious. She was talking about marriage. And I was not ready for that, especially because I had just known her for such a short time. But then she came straight out after that and started talking about she needed a new car, a new phone. So the good side of that is it's so simple to understand what she's doing. The bad side is, of course, you feel like, oh, that's the only reason she liked me. So that kind of hurts a little bit when you actually like somebody's personality a little bit. Now, I didn't know her that well, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But you definitely need to be careful and understand that that is going to be something you're going to run into in Thailand for sure. There certainly are Farangs that marry Thai women and have successful marriages with them in Thailand or back in their home country if they decide to go back there. So for sure it's a possibility. Although the divorce rate is 50 to 70% in those marriages after 10 years. So you need to make sure and be careful and don't get blinded by these beautiful women, because the beauty can rock you to your core. I've fallen for that before. It can be very devastating on your heart, on your pocketbook, and on time. So 3 things that disappear if you marry the wrong woman. So please be careful, my men, when you're choosing. So I promised you the last little tip. Some of you may know this. I'm surprised that when I mention this to people face to face, that most guys don't know this. This is a book called The Book of Ploy, Ploy. This is a book that was written years and years ago on how to extract money from foreigners. And it's got all kinds of tips to get them to get you to be infatuated with them. So physically, of course, there's going to be every type for you when you go to Pattaya or all the red light districts in Bangkok, etc., Phuket. So when they see you and they see that you look at them and have some interest, they've got so many signs, lines they have that they have studied in these books to extract the maximum amount of money they can from you. From, is this your first time in Thailand? You know, how long have you been here? They're looking for information to know how intelligent you are, what type of game they have to throw at you. I was in Pattaya a couple months ago, and this girl was cutting my hair or doing something. I can't remember. But a song came on by the Bee Gees, which I love. It was like a little romantic song. And she goes, "This is my favorite song." And my first reaction was, "Oh my God, that's so sweet." And then I went home and I was like, "Oh, I'm so stupid." You know, I never tried to date her or anything. She never made it, open that she was interested in me too much. But she did smile with me. And, it could just be she wanted a good tip. But it's funny that they know all these little things. So they're very, very sneaky. They're trying to get as much money as they can from the time that they're young and attractive to send it back to their family, for themselves to have money, and whether they financially take care of themselves well for the future or they blow it all, Usually they blow it off from what I hear. I don't personally know that, but the point is they're masters at extracting money from you in a sneaky way in those bar situations. So don't fall for that BS. That's the 3-date rule that somebody came up with a long time ago that simplifies it so you don't have to deal with that stuff. I think it's a solid rule if you're going to delve into that world. I personally have not delved into it. I hope I don't have to, but you never know. Who knows? Oh, let's see what happens. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you like content about dating Asian women. I'm going to do a lot of it in Vietnam, some more in Thailand, and some more on the Philippines. Although the Philippines is covered quite well, I think, by Filipinas and by other foreigners. But I think for Vietnam, because I've had 8 years living in Vietnam and dated double-digit Vietnamese women and quite a few Thai women, I can help with dating those two cultures. So please like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, give it to your priest. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Let's go. Let's go. I almost forgot. I'm going to start a group on Skool, Skool, and it's going to be a group for us men that are looking for love and cheaper cost of living and adventure. Get out of our America, Australia, Great Britain. I've got the same weather as London here in Seattle. So get out, get somewhere warm, way better women to choose from, way cheaper to live, way better food. I mean, it's just, there's no reason. You got one life, no reason to stay in those places unless, of course, you have a reason. But if you don't have a good reason, it's not necessarily easy over here. But that's why I want to create this group so that we can support each other. And, of course, it'll be financially good for me, but I can also help a lot of people for a small amount of money. I'm thinking $9 a month. So if you guys have any name ideas, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.